Hello, Ecofest. It's great to be joining you virtually, and my name's Gareth. I'm here to sing you a song called Borderland as part of the festival today. And Borderland is a song that I wrote nearly 12 years ago now, and it was inspired by a saying that comes from the Iona community way up on the far northwest coast of Scotland. And they talk about thin places, places where perhaps heaven and earth touch each other that little bit more closely. And I think there's something really in that. And one of the most special places for me personally is somewhere quite local to the northeast, the Cheviot Hills. Ever since I lived here, I moved here in back as a student in the 1990s, and the Cheviots have always held a very special place in my heart. And I love it because when you go up there and you go walking all day, you hardly see a single soul. They're still relatively quiet and untouched, I would say, in terms of the busyness, for example, of the lakes or somewhere like that. So this song, it tries to encapsulate something of that solitude, something of that thinness between heaven and earth that I find when I'm up in the Cheviots. I hope you agree, and I hope you enjoy the song. So this is Borderland. When the wind is high in the northern sky, and it shakes its mane in rage, when there's not a single breath, and when all that is left is your love for me, it's when I head for those hills in the borderland fringe, where the breeze is like a prayer, and it whispers some places are thin with so little between earth and heaven. And here is where I lose myself, and here is where I lose myself in you. Wide open spaces, incomparable places, as the morning testifies to when I walk on these ridges in lingering light, and even the silence cries. Oh, further up, take me further in, won't you show me secret things, shadows and echoes of glories to come, when all will be revealed. And here is where I lose myself, and here is where I lose myself in you. And here is where I lose myself, and here is where I lose myself in you. So there you have it, Borderland. I hope that that transported you into the beauty of the hills in North Northumberland. It's very much a song about the aesthetic of the place and the beauty of it and what it means to me. So I hope that that fits with the theme of today at Ecofest. One of the things that they asked me to do would be to recommend some things that I felt people could maybe do if they're not doing already, that could contribute towards sustainable living and a healthier and better planet for all. And just a couple of things that we're doing as a family. One, we switched our energy supplier a little while ago to an entirely green provider. So we now use Ecotricity to supply all of our electricity. If you haven't done that yet, it's a very smart way you can help and contribute to tackle climate change and ensure that all of our energy sources come from carbon neutral sources and renewables. The other thing that took us such a long time to do, but such a simple thing, is to start composting any waste organic material that we use in the house here. And that's certainly providing dividends up at our allotment, and we're using our own compost now, which is a really good thing. But even if you don't have an allotment, composting is a good idea, and you can put it out in your garden, and your garden will love it, and it'll help make sure that that doesn't go to landfill, but actually goes back into the soil where it's really needed. So a couple of wee simple things: switch your electricity provider, and start composting. I'm sure there's many other things that people are going to say throughout today, but there's a couple of things that we've done as a family that are just helping that little wee bit. So I hope you enjoy the rest of the festival. It's been good to sing to you, and bye for now.